gentlelady from California is recognized for 1 minute.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I thank the distinguished chairman of the Judiciary Committee, Mr. Conyers, for yielding time, but more importantly for bringing this important legislation to the floor and his ongoing long commitment to justice in our country. And I want to commend Congresswoman Tammy Baldwin and Chairman Barney Frank for their leadership. It is an honor to call you colleague. Thank you for giving us the opportunity today to make America more American. Every day we come to this floor, we honor the tradition of our founders, that every person is created equal and that we are all God's children. Every day that we come to this floor, we pledge allegiance to the flag. And at the end of that pledge, we say, with liberty and justice for all. And that is what today is about. Because if in our founders, in the preamble to the Constitution, which we take an oath to, they talk about forming a more perfect union. They knew that our Constitution had to be amended. They knew that we had to move to a more perfect union in terms of legislation to reflect the values of our country. And so we are here today to add to the hate crime, expand to the hate crimes legislation others who have had hate crimes committed against them. The record is clear. What I am so interested in is the fact that so many law enforcement organizations have endorsed this legislation. My colleagues have spoken very eloquently as to why this is about the values of our country. They've spoken very clearly about the need for this legislation. But if it's been said, think it bears repeating, that the law enforcement organizations, many of them, including the International Associations of Chiefs of Police, the National District Attorneys Association, the National Sheriff's Association, the Police Executive Research Forum, as nearly 30 attorneys general across the country, support need for federal hate crimes legislation. They are joined by nearly more than 230 civil rights, education, religious, and civic organizations who have voiced their support. Let us be clear that this Congress and this House of Representatives have heard their call. Hate crimes, as has been said, have no place in America, no place where we pledge every morning with liberty and justice for all. We must act end hate crimes and save lives. Mr. Speaker, the legislation will help prevent bias-motivated violence based on religion, sexual orientation, gender identity, national origin, or disability, while respecting the First Amendment rights of free speech and religious expression. It increases the ability of state, local, and federal law enforcement agencies to solve a wide range of violent hate crimes. We in our country take pride in saying that we are moving to end discrimination of all kinds. Today we have an opportunity to end discrimination and the violence that goes with it that equal a hate crime. So whatever you may think of any one of us based on our ethnicity or our gender or whatever, you have no right to act upon that opinion in a violent way. Who would disagree with that? That's why I hope that we can send a clear message from the Congress that this Congress does not agree with that and pass this legislation. Who of us can think of the story of the Shepherd family and the Byrd family and so many examples that we have of this and not say that is wrong? And at the very least, we can pass legislation that tells federal authorities that they can assist state and local authorities in enforcing the law. Over 100,000 hate crimes reported since 1991. There's so many more that go unreported, many of them unprosecuted. So today, let us take this step forward that is consistent with the values of our founders, both in terms of being equal and our faith that we're all God's children, but also consistent with the call in the preamble to form a more perfect union. Again, passing this legislation makes America more American, and I urge a yes vote. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The bill time has expired. Does the gentleman from